And the Chovas continues, another difference between anything else and avodas Hashem, and why avodas Hashem clearly first needs us to make the first step and not rely on Bitachon for making the choice, not relying on Bitachon for the planning. Says the Chovas, why? Because sometimes a person thinks something and he thinks that it's good for him, and therefore then he plans something because of that thought, and then something else comes out, and in the end it's not good for him at all. Or vice versa, sometimes someone thinks that something is bad for him, and in the end we see something good comes out of it. In other words, there is never clarity on a path of action, on a path of choices that we know this is for sure going to be good. However, says the Chovas, the toiv that's going to come out from mitzvahs, or vice versa, the ra that comes out from averis, it's never going to change. There was never a possibility that maybe I'm going to do an aver and it's going to be great. Once we know for a fact that kiyam mitzvahs is toiv, vasiyas averis is ra, then of course it's up to us to make that choice and say, you know what, I know clearly what's toiv, I know what Hashem wants from me, I'm going to decide to do that, I'm going to plan on how I'm going to accomplish that decision. Of course there is a part that's up to Bitachon, which is gemar ma'isa mitzvahs. Am I actually going to be able to accomplish the mitzvah that I set out to do? Once I decided with my whole heart and soul that I want to go out and do this mitzvah, then I tried actually planning out how I'm going to accomplish that mitzvah. My kavanah was to add kavod shamayim. Then of course we have to daven and have bitachon to Hashem that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will help us accomplish the mitzvah that we set out to do. And he'll help us try and accomplish that. As the Maral says in Chanukah, how we connect the Nes Chanukah, the oil, and the Mulchama of the Chashmonaim, says the Maral, very simple. Since the Chashmonaim knew that avodas Hashem was to light up the Noira in the Beis HaMikdash, they knew for a fact, it wasn't even an option, it wasn't a choice for them, it wasn't a question for them, they knew for a fact that if they set out to fight the Yevonim, they will win. It doesn't make a difference how many people they were, or how little people they were, because of this idea. Once a person knows what the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants for him to do, and he sets out on that path, he can be certain in one thing, that it's up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu to decide what's going to happen. That part already comes into Bitachon. I know already what Hashem wants me to do, and I can make my decisions on that part, and the rest is up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. As David HaMelech says, for you I waited kol hayom to do the final part of the mitzvah, to finish up, to see if I'm going to accomplish the mitzvah that I set out to do. Have a wonderful day.